So class, let's discuss about the example of NCRT, and it states that in the circuit the current is to be measured. What is the value of the current if the emitter shown here in this figure? This is your figure 4.27. I have drawn the same figure from the NCRT, and we'll be talking about the first part here. It is a galvanometer. Your emitter is actually a galvanometer with a resistance Rg. This is simply written as, because I have copied it, so subscripts doesn't get copied. So this is Rg. That's how we write Rg. That is resistance of the galvanometer. Earlier we have used G as for resistance of galvanometer. Rg is given as 60 ohm, and you have to find out the current. You have to find out the current. Can I say it is a 3 ohm resistor here? 3 ohm resistor here, and here an emitter with a 60 ohm resistor is being placed in series with a battery of 3.0 volt. So what is the total resistance here? Rs would become 63 ohm. And how you write V equals to IR? V equals to IR. V is given as 3. I we have to find out. R is your actually 63. So I becomes 3 divided by 63, which gives you 1 by 21 ampere. Here, that is my first part. Now let's move on to the second part. Second part states that it is a galvanometer. Your emitter is a galvanometer. What it states, that emitter is actually a galvanometer, but this galvanometer is converted into emitter with the help of a shunt having a resistance 0.02 ohm. Clear? Now let's understand here. We'll say that it is your galvanometer which is here connected with shunt in parallel in order to convert it from galvanometer into emitter, and this shunt is given as 0.02 ohm. You have to find out value of I, and I can be written as V by R. Clear? So we know the value of V, the voltage we know. We have to find out the total resistance, and this kind is being kind of connected to a 3 ohm resistance, which is connected to a 3 volt battery. And then here it means, first of all, I have to solve. We have to find out the resistance of this one, then I'll solve for this resistance and the output of this resistance. So let us solve first what would be the effective resistance of this one, the effective resistance. Clear? So we say that 1 by R dash, that is the effective resistance, it would be equals to 1 by S plus 1 by G, because they are connected in parallel. So can I say it is S plus G divided by S into G and 1 by R dash? So you can say R dash is equals to S into G divided by S plus G. What is the value of shunt? 0.02. Value of galvanometer resistance 60, and here you have 60 plus 0.02 ohm. Here, to solve my question, I am just using the method of approximation. 60 plus 0.02 becomes 60.02, which approximately can be written as 60. So it gets cancelled. What my answer would become? 0.02 ohm. Clear? It means this R dash here is connected with a 3 ohm resistance in series and a potential difference of 3 volt here. So my R series will become R dash plus 3 ohm, which is equals to 3 plus 0.02 ohm, that is 3.02 ohm will be my effective resistance. Now I know that V is can be written as IR. What is this R? R is the effective resistance, the resistance which is connected in series. Clear? So it is Rs. I we have to find out. V is your 3.0 and here it is 3.02. When you solve it, your answer will comes out to be around 0.99 ampere. Clear? That's how you have calculated. Now let's move on to the C part. C part states that it is an ideal emitter with a zero resistance. When we talk about the C part, ideal emitter. Ideal emitter means zero resistance. Ideal emitter means zero resistance. It means that it does not have, this emitter does not have any resistance, and only resistance that is in the circuit, it is due to the resistance of 3 ohm which is connected in a circuit. So we say V equals to IR. V is 3, we have to find out R is 3, I comes out to be 1 ampere. So that was your numerical related to the conversion of galvanometer into ammeter and a voltmeter. Pay attention towards the basics which we have learned.